All right, down here at the bottom right of Belshire Beach Winter Edition, we have our Terran player from the Team Prime.
Maru Prime.
There he is. And he is a tiny guy, man. When he was in the makeup room, I went in there today, I was like, I was surprised. I mean, I knew he was young, but I was like, wow, he's actually really young. I'm gonna find out what age he is actually. Anyway, but here's his opponent though, who is much older, 24, 3 in age.
STC.
STC.
Maru is 14 years old, American.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Indeed, and look at this. The STC, he's known for doing macro builds and holding them no matter what, but he is going to go for Command Center first on Belshire Beach. This
Very
so
gutsy.
Bold. By the way, guys, I want to mention this again. I mentioned it yesterday. If you guys want to chat with some other people who are watching the GSL, you can, if you know about Internet Relay Chat, IRC, if you're a user of this, or even if you're not, you can learn pretty easily. If you go to irc.quakenet.org and go to #GSL as the channel, you can chat with a bunch of people who are really into StarCraft and who are watching this right now and discuss it with them. So don't ever feel like you have to watch alone. Go in that channel, chat with some people. I think it's a great way to communicate with others who also love StarCraft. Now Maru scouts this right away with his SCV and is going to go and scout his opponent's main as well.
Yep, he knows exactly what's up now. And we do have Maru going for a very fast, well not very fast, but relatively fast command center as well. Wait, no, I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong production tab. He is going for a gas build.
Yeah, he's going to have to try to punish his opponent now.
Yeah, exactly.
He may even hide his factory and starport to decrease the rally time because he knows he has to do something to catch up now. His SCV has been scouted by the STC's SCV, but smartly, he shows one SCV, builds the factory in another location, so now the SCC might be thinking, oh, we had an SCV out there, that's kind of weird. He may be trying to bunker me, not sure what he's doing, and he actually can do both, as the SCV was not damaged, so he's actually going to start bunkering here, and since he will have a Marine very soon, this is not really going to work, but he's going to force some mining time lost.
Exactly. That
well, actually, with the second Marine here,
oh, but he's going to lose the SCV. And that is going to... Oh, for a second I thought the SCV was going to survive. It did not, though, but now he can micro against these SCVs decently well. And... Nope, very good micro by the STC, saving every SCV. Beautiful play. And his second Marine comes out. It's going to even things up. And now he's going to hold this.
He will hold this. He may lose another SCV. It depends on the micro here. And the SCV comes out to tank. Nice micro by Maru.
That was pretty cool.
In total, he did lose 3 SCVs.
Wow.
And the STC lost actually
pull the injured
just
one back. Pull the injured one back. There you go.
Nice
This is
micro.
so good. Micro battles like what we just saw are why I watched StarCraft Wolf. That was so cool to see both players
here's the problem,
executing so well.
There is a starport finishing up with a tech lab next to it, and he's going to be sending Banshees in, and Banshees kill weakened Marines very quickly.
That is true.
And this game could end very quickly
Especially if
after
this
that.
Hellion gets a good shot on them.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think he should have maybe taken a shot at that line of Marines.
He wants to scout if there's an eBay or not, and where the turrets are, I think, with this Hellion. Now he's going to kill another SCV, but looks things actually gets taken out. Factory is started just now. The Banshee is already on the way. He's actually going to make a tech lab on his factory as well. He's going to be pushing with siege tanks.
And building another barracks there.
Super all in.
Going all in for sure. He's sending reactor Marines to the front as well. He's basically going to harass with this Banshee, and then just when it seems like he's dealt with the Banshee, he's going to go in with tanks and Marines in the front as well. Or possibly do both at once, but oh, is he going to scout it? He's looking, he spots it!
He does spot the factory, but more importantly, he needs to find the starport.
Oh, he turned away. He had it rallied towards the starport's location, but turned away once he spotted that factory.
It's all going to come down to the micro.
So he's not really certain what's going on here.
Here we go. The Banshee is coming in. It's all going to come down to micro. The Marines do not have stim nor combat shields. There's no way to get Vikings out. Nice control by Maru. He's actually ignoring the Marines for the most part here. Oh, really nice micro, not taking any unnecessary hits. Now turrets have started. He's making a turret in his natural. He's actually going to start one in his main fairly soon as well. The turret will not finish at the natural, though, if he targets it down.
Gonna go straight for the SCVs. Just beautiful micro here. One little misclick hits the turret, but he is gonna get away and takes out, how many kills on that Banshee? Like 7 or 8?
He's got a total of 6 kills on the Banshee. But the key here is he is moving out with siege tanks as well, and he's got a huge marine count to back it up. Remember, it's tanks in tank mode can even outrange bunkers if they have vision, so you can actually just hit that. But he has siege mode,
Siege mode completes just now, and it's only half done for the STC.
Nice
the STC
micro.
is in trouble here.
He's actually going to target down the bunker with the Banshees. He gets it, and the STC, he normally holds everything, but I don't know if he can hold this Maru all in.
I don't know. He does have siege tech almost completed. If he can hold out another 30 seconds, no, not even that, 15 seconds or so until siege tech is completed.
I don't know if it's going to be enough, because his opponent's going to have a better siege tech count. He does have this Viking coming out now, which will help him in some ways.
Oh, siege mode is complete. He needs to siege up and lift that command center, get it out of the way, hold his natural, and try and stabilize. That's exactly what he's going to do here. But Maru does have an extra tank there, I believe, on the low ground. Yeah, we have 2 tanks there, but a second tank is out for the STC. He actually may still hold this.
Not after he lost those Marines, though, I'm afraid. You know what's interesting is Maru is continuing Banshee production here rather than trying to get any Vikings of his own out. He knows he can never win the Viking battle, but even so, not getting any.
He's getting Cloak, too.
Well, the Cloak is really smart. I like that choice. 'Cause that way, his opponent will have to scan to deal with the Banshees. Otherwise, he can just target down siege tanks with this high Banshee count. So if he's going to continue making Banshees, I like that he's going for Cloak. I really like that. Maru has actually cut production for a second here, so he may make a command center.
Yeah, he might indeed, and try and transition out of this. Just use what he has as a contain instead of a killing blow. And we're going to find out, though. Actually, we're sending the Banshees back to be repaired.
Oh, that was a mistake. The STC ahead in supply right now. It's 37 workers to 30.
And he's moving out a little bit. The STC is using, sorry about that, but he's using the fact that he has the vision advantage with the Vikings to creep forward a little bit at a time with his tanks.
Maru needs to pull some SCVs and do something here, because if he waits too long, his opponent's worker count will just be too high. He's getting equal production now. He's got a better worker count. He's got better one-base saturation. He's got better vision with his Vikings. Maru needs to do something now, because if he waits any longer, combat shields are going to be done, and things are going to get really out of control. The cloaking is almost done, so he can use that to his advantage. He may, if he can, sneak in and target down a siege tank or 2. Then he'll have an opportunity to break through the center, but only if he can get away with it. One scan goes off on this Banshee. He does have still one more
time. 3 more come in. Targeting down the tanks. Oh, one Banshee is so close to death. It does die to
Gets
those
the tank,
Viking
though.
fire.
He's going to get another one. There's no more scans. One more scan finishes just as I say that.
And he's going to get one of the Banshees. The other one actually runs. Oh, never mind. I thought that I got confused there, because the STC has a Banshee now as well.
Yeah, this is so smart by the STC. And Maru needs to make something happen here. He's hesitating so much. His opponent has better vision, and he's slowly creeping his way back into this. The combat shields are done.
Now part of the key here is that Maru is keeping this contain in a position where the STC cannot mine.
He's going to go for it.
No, he's going in. The Marines running in, taking tank hits, and it looks like the superior tank count of Maru, though, may win the day.
I don't know.
SCV is trading back and forth.
The Banshee is the key here. The Banshee remains alive. 2 hit points left on the Banshee, and I think the STC is held here, but the cloak on Maru's Banshee is ignoring it. He's not scanning. There he goes.
Wow.
But the contain has been broken, and the command center can now land safely. The production of the STC is better, and I think this game, Moltrap, is about over.
Wow, the STC, like you said, holds everything, and he has held. Maru is trying to follow up the command center of his own now.
Oh, look at this.
But
at the starport, he's camped the starport of his opponent with the Viking, so when the Banshee comes out, they'll have to cloak immediately.
And he scans it and may take it out.
Yep. Nice.
And this is such a dangerous position. I mean, not only is Maru behind now, but all of his production facilities are over near the STC's base. He can easily pick them off. Well, not easily, but he could go over and pick them off.
He probably will very soon. He still has that Viking superiority, so he can grant himself vision control. Yeah. Maru has started command center, but it's only halfway done. He does have his own combat shields on the way, but his opponent already has combat shields, and his stim is almost done. So the The STC infinitely ahead right now. He even has 2 factories he can produce out of as he continues to get add-ons for his barracks. The worker count right now is 44 to 38 in STC's favor, but he's just mining so much more right now because he's had his command center up so much longer.
Yeah, this is looking really good for the STC. And now the production buildings are going to go down. He's going to cancel combat shields. It's not going to complete. He's going to lose the barracks, the factory, and the starport. And Maru does not have the money to remake those structures right now.
No, he's going to try to go for a counterattack to the side, but his forces there are a little bit too weak. He may be able to do some damage at the natural. Remember, he has cloak as well, but all STC has to do is turn around and see this, and he will be able to defend it no problem.
Yeah,
the siege up is here, though.
GG. Yeah, the STC was killing all of his SCVs in the back with that Banshee as well. Nicely played by the STC. A beautiful hold. And he takes game number 1 for himself.
He does.
Not game number 1 of the set, but his first game.
Yeah. Maru just decided to go for an all-in. It was well executed initially, but the window of opportunity was closing very quickly. He did not seize upon that. If he had pulled maybe 10 SCVs when the tank, right before the tank count was even, and run in with those, tanked some damage and moved into position, I think he could have won the game.
I think so.
Especially with the Cloak Banshees to take out the tanks. He actually was a little bit too shy with those. I think he should have accepted, I'll probably lose these and just target down all the tanks and run in that way. He never really committed one way or another to that or the SCV pull, and you need to do one of those two.
You're right. It was an all-in strategy, but he didn't go all in with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did, but he was a little bit shy about it at the end. He was like, I don't know if I can really do this. I'm like, but you're running out of time. You know, he has 2 command centers, right? So, yeah, a little bit of hesitation by Maru, but in the end, his build was fairly well executed from the start, and his micro with his Marines at the beginning as well as the Hellion control were all very, very well executed. So we'll see how he does in the rest of this group of 6. I guess you call it Group C, because that's what it is. That's what it is, man.
That's what it is. It's Group C, and so far we've had a couple games and relatively short games thus far, but we're going to have a Zerg versus Protoss coming up next.
It's going to be Bumblebee versus Alicia. Of course, Bumblebee is alternate ID Terius, so we all feel more comfortable calling him. And the map is going to be Antigua, so this should be a really interesting set. A lot of Zergs like this map, a lot of Zergs dislike this map. It's hard to say. People usually have a very strong opinion about this map, one way or another. But I think it's a fairly balanced map for this matchup. Taking a third base here can be difficult if the Protoss does not succeed with their pressure. We saw yesterday, some players, Ace, for example, tried to take a fast third without really pressuring. And you can see just how difficult that is if you don't put any pressure on your opponent. His economy is so good unpressured that he can just rally units across. It's so hard to defend. You have to defend so many different angles. While you're trying to tech up, it's very, very difficult to do. So usually you have to pressure in some way.
Yeah, because then if you take that third base as the Protoss and try and defend, then the Zerg can just be like, oh, well, I'll just take 4 or 5 bases, and then Sauron Zerg you to death.
Yeah, there's all sorts of opportunities for the Zerg there. So taking a fast third can be done, but it's risky, and for several reasons, probably won't see that out of Alicia today. We may see Alicia do an all-in. It's hard to say. Alicia is really unpredictable in that way, but recently he seems to be leaning towards a more macro-oriented style. He seems to be trying to play for the late game. That's what it seems to be in his recent games, but like I said in the past, he's shown a lot of all-ins in all matchups, so we'll see what he does. Looks like we're going to be starting pretty soon here, but
yeah, Alicia, he's I remember when he first kind of came onto the scene, he was in Code A, and he was playing extremely well in Code A. He did really well his first season, and got right into Code S, and everyone was like, wow, this guy is the best Protoss there is. He's next Protoss star. He's going to be so good. And then he just kind of, I don't know what happened, man. I actually just literally don't know what happened. But he lost it. Maybe he got afraid once he got up to the higher level. I don't know what happened, but he kind of fell off. And for a while, it looked like he was never going to come back again. So I'm really excited to see him in the up and down matches, taking another shot at it, taking another stab at getting into that highest level of play. And we're going to see if he's actually capable of getting there, though.
Yep, a lot of people saw potential in this player. Slayer's Boxer, one of those who actually chose him specifically for his potential, and he has not quite been able to come out of his shell like I used to call him. Maybe he is the chosen one, he just hasn't shown his potential yet. We'll find out though. The map is loaded. It will be Antigua Shipyard. The players are Bumblebee and Alicia. This is the GSL 2012 Season 2 Up and Down matches. It's Group C. It's Set 3. With me as Moletrap, I am Wolf. Let's jump into the game.